Thank you for viewing this video of the Caribbean Information Society portal. The purpose of the video is to show users who have been authorized by the CARICOM Secretariat how to add events to the portal. Events can be displayed on the portal in three modes. On the home page, there is the What's Happening block, which shows the three upcoming events. When you click on the More link, you can see a longer list of events with some more details, and users of course can click on individual links to see individual details. The third mode is the calendar mode. When we click on the calendar mode, we get the calendar display, and users can also download the iCal feed to put input into their electronic calendars. Now, users would have received a username and would have created their own passwords, and we log in from the top of the portal here. So I'm going to use my sample username, event1, and the password, when you type it in, appears in dots. After we click on login, we will get this screen, which is very similar to the home page, except that there is a block here called the Events Management menu block. There are three menu items here. There's a Create an Event menu item. There is the link to view all the events which you've created so that you can edit or delete them. And then there's a link to download the user guidelines. There's a PDF document which has some information which is in this video for those who need them. So once I click on Create an Event, this is the screen I would get. So what we're going to do now is we're going to add a sample event. So I have my sample ICT event. The from date I can put as, let's just say, the 30th of March, and the ending date could be maybe the 3rd of April, and the to date must be greater than the from date. In here, in the next field, I will type a description of the event. If I do not want to use the rich text window, I can click on Disable Rich Text and just type in plain text instead. And in this window you can put in details about the time, who's hosting it, who the speakers are, depending on what kind of event it is. You will not use the information which is in the input format link. This information just shows you the technical details about what you've been using in the description block. The next field shows the participating states, and it allows you to highlight any states who are involved in the event. So you can click on, say, for example, Antigua and Barbuda and Belize, and if you make a mistake, you can highlight the one which you want to remove from the list and click on the red button, and it is removed. The next field allows you to select the stakeholders who are involved in the event, and again we do the same thing. You can highlight stakeholders, and if you made a mistake, you can remove them like this. In the location field, you can type in more details about the location of the event. These fields are all optional. The next field allows you to select the particular ICT focus areas, and these focus areas are related to the digital development strategy. So again, you can select 1 or 2 or 3, as many as you want, and if you make a mistake, you can remove it. In the next field, we can input the website of the event, and we have two options for display. So I can put in just the URL, and on the display page the URL would show alone. So if I just do a preview of what we have so far, and just let that load. When you preview, it doesn't save. Sorry, all of the, let me just choose the, let's just say this is a meeting. All of the mandatory fields should be filled before you preview this screen. So when we preview, what we have here is how the URL is displayed like that. But if you preferred to have words, instead, and here you see a different way where the CARIB website is shown. Now the next field allows you to upload any documents related to the meeting. So I'm just going to add, for example, call for papers. So I upload it. And depending on your connection speed, the upload could be very quick or it could be very slow. And here I can also type in a description. So I could say something like download call for papers. And I can add another item here. Let's say, for example, I had some agenda. For example, and if we preview, we just preview how this will look so far. You see that the download call for papers is here, whereas here, where we didn't use the description, the title of the field is shown. Now, let us say we had a flyer for the event or an image. We can add that here. And again, we can put in a description for the flyer. And once we have completed adding everything, we click Save. And we wait a bit for it to save, and there we have our event added. Now the next thing that we might want to do when we log in is we might want to just log in to change an event. And if you notice here on this block, the sample ICC event is showing. Let us say if we want to view events to edit or delete. So I click on that particular link, which allows me to come to my user profile. I then click on View My Events tab, and I see the list of events which I would have created, and there are two links associated with every event. There is the edit link and the delete event link. So if I click on the edit link, we hold on a bit, and again I can go through any of these fields and I can change them, and when I'm finished we must save them. We must remember to save them. Now if I wanted to delete an event, I could delete it here, or I could have deleted it by clicking on that delete link which showed up in the list. So if I click here, we can collect, and you want to make sure that the event is deleted. So that basically is how we use the events functionality on the Caribbean Information Society portal. If you have any questions, please contact the ICT4D team at the CARICOM Secretariat. Thank you.